Yes! Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Tribal Metal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Wednesday evening, getting close to Wednesday night video. And it's Wednesday night, you better know what that means. We got AEW Dynamite coming up in pretty much at the top of the hour. The final shows, I should say, because tomorrow is Live Collision. Not on Saturday, because we got SummerSlam on Saturday night. So it's Wednesday night Dynamite and Collision once again from Medieval Times, Jack! Medieval Times! Yes, the Byline Aragon Ballroom in Chicago, Illinois. Should be a great show tonight. Lots of things happening as we're continuing on our long road. So Forbidden Door 4, coming up on August the 24th, so about a month away. Actually, under a month away, it's about almost 3 weeks away. So, should be a great night. And we got Jon Moxley and the Hangman Adam Page, 3 in the tree for the AEW World Title. But there's a little caveat, nobody at ringside, everybody is banned from the ring except for the referee and the fans, and the cameraman and everybody else. I wanted to just have an empty arena match, but that's just another story for another time. Should be a brutal, maybe bloody match. I mean, how bloody can it get? We get more blood than that Texas Death Match at All In? I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that tonight on the program. And that's that. Alright. So we move on with that. But thank you all for watching here on Killer Demon 669. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications, as always. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and my other channels in my pants. And for all you newbies, welcome to the party, pal. Grab that cold one, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Alright, I went a little bit quick on that, but it is what it is. Alright, it's going to be raining like cats and dogs pretty soon. Now, tomorrow is going to be crazy. And then it's going to feel like fall on Friday. 70 to 73 degrees. It's going to feel like late, pretty much early to mid-fall. And then the weekend, not going to be that bad. About 80 degrees for people going to SummerSlam. So it's going to be great. Just got to dodge the raindrops tomorrow if you're going to WrestleCon and all that other shit happening in Jersey. So just be careful tomorrow night and part of Friday. Really tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. It's going to pour like crazy. But hopefully you don't lose power or whatever, you know, everything's good. I know there's going to be some lightning, so just be careful with that. And, just be safe and be well, and that's that. Alright, no big, schmig, and that's that. Ozzy's funeral was today. They showcased it on the BBC channel. That was rough to get through. Rough. They went down the streets of Birmingham. Sharon was there. Sharon looked, she looked great, but you knew she was hurting because she lost her husband, father of Jack and Kelly and Amy and Lewis and the other kids with his first wife, Delma, who was excuse me, his first wife, Delma, was actually there. I was like, wow. And then, one of Jack's kids, Pearl, and I didn't even recognize her at first. I'm like, who's that? Who's that blonde chick? And I'm like, wait a minute. I had to look closer. And it was Pearl Osborne, Jack's first kid, I believe. Or second kid. She got big. Wow. They grew up fast, these kids. These kids get up my lawn, you grow up too fast. Stop. You know. Well, they get older, we get, older. We're like crippling. I'm like, into our grave and shit, but just an amazing funeral procession down the streets of Birmingham, right to Ozzy's old house, which was great. And, Kelly with the Ozzy glasses, that really you know, got me. Because I think I still have it somewhere in my house, my vault probably. Aussie glasses, actual Aussie glasses. You can still pick them up on Amazon if you want, but they're just regular glasses that look like John Lennon glasses, or Aussie glasses, that they say. But, yeah, Kelly wearing them was, you know, got me in the feels. Sharon with Ozzy's ring on her, you know, on her neck. Ugh. There'll never be another Ozzy fucking Osbourne. Ever. I know, we lost basically the god of metal. Not the metal god per se, that's Rob Halford, who's getting up there in age. You don't gotta worry about him. You know, and guys like Bruce Dickinson and Alice Cooper, really in their 70s and 80s, getting close. You know, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, you know, in their 70s. Gotta worry about them a little bit. But, you know, all the people from the 80s are pretty much, you know, dropping like flies, and, you know, I'm born in 76. I'm gonna be 49 in December, the greatest month in the world, by the way. So, you know, I'm about to hit, you know, the halfway point, basically. And, you know, what happens after 50? But, pretty much, my mother has been going down since 45. But, you know, I do what I gotta do to stay healthy and, stay active, and, you know, just God isn't ready for me yet. I don't think he is for a while. You know. But I do gotta worry about my parents, or getting near, you know, getting older, let's say, but the missus as well. Getting older than me, but, you know. So I gotta worry about, you know, my parents, the missus. I gotta worry about my other relatives who are up there in age, you know. Life doesn't stop. I wish it did, but we don't. We don't have Dragon Balls to resurrect everybody. I mean, imagine we did. We'd be living forever. I'd be talking to you forever. I'm like 150 years old. Hello, Sonny, this is your collision review. Back in my day. You know, stuff like that, but we don't have a Fountain of Youth, we don't have Dragon Balls, and we don't have Omega Shenron. Or any Shenrons from the Dragon Ball universe. I wish we did. Your wish is granted. You know. We don't even have a genie to grant 3 wishes for eternal life, but you can't wish for more wishes. Damn, I got a list here. Look at that pick and choose. Fuck. Damn it, Aladdin! You know? Aladdin! Okay. So, we move on with that. Alright, but anyway, yeah, so Ozzy's funeral was just amazing. If you haven't seen it, look it up. And that's that. Alright, not about that. Boom, funky. Alright, we got Dynamite coming up in a little bit, but I want to talk really quickly about last week's Collision, so we get a lead into tonight's Dynamite event. So this is your Dynamite review from last Saturday night, which did about 320-something thousand views. Not great, but it was live, but still. And I heard Tony Khan wants to bring back AEW Dark. Why? Be better if you bring back Rampage. Get Collision, go bye-bye, Collision, get out of here. Bring back Rampage, put that on Saturday night. Thinking like the Macho Man. How you doing up there, Randy? You and Terry are getting along? Ooh, yeah, we're getting along, yeah. Get it? Terry, you getting along with Randy? That's right, brother, I'm getting along with the Macho Man. Brother, Mega Powers, brother. Okay. Not trying to get in Liz's underwear? No, brother. I got my own python in my pants, brother. Okay. I didn't need to know that, but okay. Liz, you're watching him closely? That's right, Mr. Joseph. They're being very nice. Just watch them. If they try to get in your pants, you let me know. I'll have Mikey Boy kick their ass for you. Right, Mike? That's right. I'll protect you, Miss Elizabeth, because I'm awesome. That's right, Mr. Awesome. You're very awesome. You're a very big guy. Yes, I'm awesome. I know. Mike, calm down. I know Liz is a pretty lady, but you got your own chicks. Go back to hanging out with Matilda the Hun, please. Get those gummy blowjobs from Mae Young and Fabulous Moolah. Don't even want to think about that. Anyway, Mike, say bye. Bye! Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Terry and Randy. You're welcome, brother. Oh, yeah, did it. You have a good show. Hey, Liz? You had a good show, Mr. Joseph. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. You look beautiful. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so, collision from last week from the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago, Illinois. Good show. Let's get into it. Alright, so we started off the show and our commentary team, as always, on Saturday night. Nigel McGuinness, me love, and the great man that he is, my good friend, hopefully yours, Tony Baloney Schiavone, or people that love Jericho, Tony Schiavone. Alright, we got that. Alright, we started with the TNT title being defended finally by Dustin Rhodes, a natural. He takes on the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, and that's Lee Moriarty. Had a great match. Too bad the Pure Rules was not invoked, but still a great match. Dustin hit a quick crossroads. Lee Moriarty got his foot on the rope for the break, and then Dustin plants him in the middle of the ring for a near fall. Then we get a shot to Dustin's bad old as fuck leg, knocks him down. Then Lee Moriarty with the ankle lock with a grapevine, and Lee was like this close to making Dustin tap, becoming a double champion himself. But Dustin somehow used a Super Cena strength to get to the ropes. And then he avoids a boot in the corner, hits Shattered Dreams, or actually goes for it, didn't work. I guess Lee Moriarty had a cup on, I don't know. Or maybe he kicked the turnbuckle so hard he hurt his foot. Ow! So Lee hits a running boot, followed by a spinning butterfly suplex. Nice for a near fall. He goes for the figure four, gets reversed into a small package. How many times we've seen that with Ric Flair lately, huh? No, not lately, but back in the day. I'm gonna lock in the woo figure four. Throw 1, 2, 3. That's it. Dustin Rhodes, still your reigning defending TNT champion. Great match, 16.5 minutes, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Don Callis comes out with his boy toy, the Predator star Kyle Fletcher comes out and is like, hey, I want what's owed to me. I want my title match, and I want it now. So Dustin's like, you can have your title match, but I'm not going to do it now. We're going to do it next week. So, you could probably say new champ by next week. But we're not going to do it in any ordinary match. We're going to do it in a Chicago street fight, brother. You know what that means? Dustin's going to bleed like a pig. And then Dustin's like, I'll be your Huckleberry, bitch. Little Dusty Rhodes making dream, baby, but a little bit of like, if Dusty wasn't like really pissed. Alright, so we got that. Let me move on. Alright, then we get the Bang Bang Gang, guns up. We have Juice Robinson, who came back about a week or so ago. That's Tony Storm's husband, lucky bastard. And I think it was Austin Gunn, because Colton got hurt. Thanks to Big Cass and Big Bill and Brian Keith. They're ready to face them in the World Tag Team Title Tournament match in the first round on the right side of the bracket. But yeah, one of them is injured, but next man up. So we'll see if they can go on to the semifinals and face off against the Bucks or whoever, because the Bucks are in the first round. I forget who they face. I know FTR is facing the Outrunners in the semis. That's always fun. That's going to be a great match tonight. I can't wait. Obviously, we all know FTR's winning the tournament. But never say never. And this is the third match. The second match was great. I think it was Truth Magnum comes in, bloody mess. Ugh. It's an amazing match. FTR obviously won that. But what are you going to do? Just a great match. So this match tonight should be mwah. Hopefully, but we'll see. Alright, then in a shocking moment on Collision, Tony Baloney Schiavone pays tribute to the Hulkster brother. So all the heat that Tony Khan was getting, oh, you didn't mention Hogan, what's wrong with you? And then AEW was like, well, you know, AEW didn't like Hogan anyway, with all the racist stuff and all the shit that was going on with Hogan. But at least they did something. So golf clap to AEW and Tony Khan for actually acknowledging Hogan's passing. Not as great as WWE's, shows. The last, SmackDown was great with the tribute. Raw's tribute last night on NXT's tribute was just great. For the Hulkster brother. That was good. Alright, we move on. Alright. Then we get to my favorite part of the show. Timeless Tony Storm, darling bosom. The AEW Women's Champion. She comes out and says, well, she's in the back with, I believe, Lexi Nair. She says, nobody goes as deep as I do. Oh, Juice Robinson, you know all about that, huh? You know that for a while now, Juice. And she wants to see Alex Windsor, that's Ocean Spray's, bam! Ocean Spray's hot wife, beat Athena to become the new forever Ring of Honor champion. And Tony doesn't think Athena has the ovaries, yikes, to take the AEW Women's title from her. I think she will, but I mean, we'll see. But ovaries and deep throating. Juice Robinson, I want to hear some tapes. You know what I mean? I want details. Cause man, never mind. I'm not even gonna touch that with a 15-inch pole. With Rosa and deep throating and I don't always want to. She can if she, but sometimes she can't. Well, it is what it is. Moving on. All right, then we get your Big Cass and Brian Keith taking on the Bang Bang Gang of Juice Robinson and Colton Gunn. Austin Gunn. Colton. Yeah, that's what I meant. All right, pretty good match in the end. Getting to the end, Brian Keith goes up top. But Juice Robinson Hurricanrana's him down, or Super Karana's him down. And then that gets reversed to a sunset flip, only for Austin to turn it over and give him and Juice the win, and they move on. They could be in line to face the Bucks if they win their match. I believe this week. So we'll see what happens with that. But decent match, 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Oh, the Outlaws are facing the Bucks. I don't know if they're facing FTR. Whatever. Unless I missed something. So, whatever. We're gonna keep going. Yeah. Alright, then Don Callis is in the back, interrupts a Shane Taylor interview. Oh, you don't interrupt the big man. Uh-oh. Talks about the $400,000 8-man tag with 2 members of his group. I think it was Chaselo and Lance Archer with STP, basically. I think it was, I forget who it was. Anyway, moving on. Because we have to do another match for money right now. We need more money. We're giving out all this money now. Tony Khan probably has bills to pay. He's like, I gotta pay my wrestlers. Here's some money. Here's some money from WBD because they're gonna kick us off the TV soon. I don't know what these tag team matches, these fatal 4-ways, or even these 8-man tag team matches for all this money, and the winners get like $100,000 or $200,000 or whatever it may be. I mean, hey, they're getting a hefty paycheck, and everybody else like, hey, what about us? Hey, you get the winner's purse, or you get the loser's purse. You get your $1,000. Get out of here. Go to Waffle House and shut up! I don't know. Hey, but people are going to be $100,000 richer. I mean, that puts some money in their account. Can buy a nice car, can buy, anything, really. I wish I had $100,000, but they don't. I mean, imagine if they did, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. Probably, I would be talking to you right now, but I wouldn't be talking from here. Probably be on vacation somewhere. Anyway, moving up. Alright, then we get to Max Caster. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive, but you still fucking suck. Cook. Anyway, Max Caster's 5-minute open challenge gets answered by his old buddy, Anthony Bowens, comes out with Daddy Ass. Billy Gunn, just remember, ladies, Sesame, Mommy Ass. Alright. And Anthony Bowens beats his good buddy with the mollywop in 2 minutes. And that's it. And then after the match was like, 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Bowens just keeps on beating the crap out of Max, I guess for obvious reasons. And then Daddy Ass comes in and breaks it up. And Bowens is like, the fuck, man? Daddy Ass is checking on Max, seeing if he's okay. And Bowens is like, the fuck, man? I thought you were with me. What the fuck with him? What are you doing with him? Fuck him. So I'm like, is Daddy Ass turning and gonna join up with Max now? I mean, who fucking cares? Alright, we got that. Alright, in the back, we have AR Fox. Interrupts the matriarchy. Oh boy. We have the Ring of Honor TV champion, Nick Wayne. His hot mom, Mama Wayne. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Yes! And Kip Sabian, otherwise known as Christian Slater from the Lost Boys. They're there, and AR Fox wants a TV title match, or at least to face Nick Wayne, and Kip Sabian thinks that's a really good idea. I thought you were my brother! Saying, giving a match with this guy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, so we got that match coming up. Allergies. Ugh. Summer. Alright. One more time. Thank you. Bless me. Okay, move on. Alright, I gotta put on Dynamite. What channel am I on? I don't even know. On the rich man's cable. Anyway. Alright, so then we get to that $400,000 match. So we had Lance Archer and Hikaru. God damn it. Hikaru and Lance Archer, along with the infantry, Calibro, and the captain, Sean Dean. They take on the Outrunners, Turbo Flying and Trick Magnum, along with Tomohiro Ishii. Not Ishii, it's Ishii. And the man who's undefeated, Hologram. Alright, and as you would expect, Team Hologram gets the win after the Outrunners do the Mega Powers. Hello, brother. You guys doing that up there? Good. Good. Thank you. Brother. Okay. Good, Terry. Thank you. Brother. Okay, stop. Okay. That hits Sean Dean, but then Don Callis gets off commentary for a little cheap shot. And then the Paragon come out. That's Roddy! Roger Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. Auto Parts. They chase, basically chase an interfering Shane Taylor off. Then they hit Total Recall on Sean Dean. 1, 2, 3. They win $400,000. And it was a pretty decent match. 3 out of 5 stars. There you go. And still big ups to Adam Cole, baby. Doing some good shit. Back on Twitch. I saw a little bit of his stream today. Go watch him. It's good shit. Playing Lies of P, the DLC. That's some good shit. There's a game I saw. It's like Black Myth Wukong, but way different. It's on the PS5. I forgot what it's called. It is good. I'm like, damn, I feel like playing Black Myth Wukong again. Shit. But I want to play this game. This new game that I saw on, this guy was playing it on YouTube. Some Japanese, looked like, Onimusha, a little bit, not so much Onimusha, a little bit of Black Myth Wukong, a little bit of, I forget the name of the game. There's another game, I forget the name. Ghost of Tsushima, or something like that. That's good. Good stuff. I love these Japanese role-playing games, JRPGs. This one, I'll get the name of it when I can. My next video, I'll get it. But amazing game. I've seen the gameplay. It looks epic. It's a little bit challenging more than Black Myth Wukong, but more strategy, more challenging. That's what I love. I love these games where you're like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't need a strategy guide for this. Alright, we get that. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we get a video for the Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley on Dynamite. Their hopefully final match in the trilogy. But Hangman is the champ. Nobody at ringside. And we got that. Alright. Dynamite's about to start right now. Alright. Alright, so we got Sum 41 playing us out. So we're still in Chicago. But we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, let's finish our Collision from last week. Alright, so then we go to the ladies. Some beautiful ladies at the death slot. So we had this group called the Triangle of Madness. That's Julia Hart's a little group with her and Sky Blue, her bestie, and then their new bestie, the Spider Lady, Thekla. They take on Maserati, Lady Luck, who really needed some luck in that match, and Rachel Ellering, the daughter of Precious Paul Ellering, the Hall of Famer. Nice Outlander shirt. Bro! Oh, some pop. Alright, we got Rick O'Shit taking on the funky chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, one-on-one tonight on Dynamite from Medieval Times in Chicago. We're going to hear from Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker. That should be fun. I did see Happy Gilmore 2. Not as great as the first one. It's funny, but not as great as the first one. Alright, so in the right side of the tag team tournament, we got the Outrunners taking on the Bucks tonight. That should be fun. Hopefully the Outrunners beat the Bucks. That'd be hilarious. Then we got a tag team match. Timeless Tony Storm and Alex Windsor takes on Athena and my girl Billy Starks in tag team women's action. That should be fun. And don't forget we got Moxley, Page 3. Everyone banned from the ring. I smell somebody coming out in a mask. I don't know. We'll see. That's pretty much what Dynamite's going to be tonight. Going to be a great show. Lots of crazy as shit action, as Jay Briscoe would say. Reach for the sky, boy. I did watch a match, Death Before Dishonor 2011. It was Adam Cole and Kyle, Future Shock, taking on the Bravado Boys, one of them being Mr. Chase. Call them Bravado. So it's Future Shock versus the Bucks, versus the Bravados, and I think one more team. In a Fatal 4-Way match, the Bucks won with when they used to use more bang for your buck as their finisher. I was there for that. Great match. Just an epic fucking match. This is when Future Shock, Adam Cole, and Kyle were actually, getting good before the breakup. Way before the breakup. We're just getting a recap of Adam Page and Moxley. Just setting us up. That should be the main event tonight. On our 2+ hour of madness tonight. Alright, let's get back to this a 6-woman tag team match. Obviously, the Triangle of Madness get the win after all 6 women are in the ring. Thekla spears Lady Luck on the floor. Ow. Then we get an assisted swinging. Rock bottom! Plants Maserati, and then Thekla does her spider shit, and then she does a looking stomp in 3 minutes! Somebody called 3-minute warning? Did I say 3 minutes? Yeah, I did. Alright, so we got that. So this new group called the Triangle of Madness get their first win as a faction. That's pretty damn good. And then after the match, Queen Amanada comes out, the one and only. She comes in with a chair, but then the Mega Sis, Megan Bayne, comes out, beats the fuck out of her. So is she in the group now? Can't call it a triangle anymore, gotta call it a rectangle. And then they got Penelope Ford, probably a parallelogram. Or 5-sided, I guess that's parallelogram. What is this? Oh, it's okay, still the recap. Alright, moving on. Alright, that's that. Alright, in the back, Lexi's with Stokely Hathaway and then I think some security guards. He doesn't think too much of Threshold Adam Copeland coming after him last couple weeks. but promises that FTR will win the tournament. You think? Because I know what it's leading up to. FTR is going to beat the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. Then, in September, at the end of September, we got All In Philly, I believe. And, no, I think it's Philly, like it's Toronto. Yes, in Toronto. So, in Toronto, Edge and Christian are going to finally reunite, and they're going to win the tag team titles at All Out. So, we got that. That's what's going to happen in the next, pretty much next month and a half of action. Alright, move on. Alright, we're going to start off with the tournament. We got the Outrunners. Let's get back to 1985, my friends. Fire up the DeLorean. They follow me on X, and they follow me on Instagram. Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd. They're getting $100,000 in their pockets. So maybe we can buy some more stuff from 1985. I like their gear. Their gear is so good. These guys look like they're in their 40s. I mean, legit, they're mid-40s. But they're really, like, they're 30-some-odd years old, which is strange. And wow, the Bucks got a jobber entrance? What? Are you fucking kidding me? The Bucks get a fucking jobber entrance? And they get the their name is Talent Name. It says Stack Social Media. Oh, that's so bad. And they cut the promo from like the I don't even know what it is. There's like a boiler room or some shit. Like this rinky. I don't know where they are in the back. Oh no, the coat room. They're in the coat room cutting a promo. Oh my god, the Bucks have just gone from down to the basement. They fucking look like indie enhancement talent. Where is PWG? Where's like Scour's fucking going nuts? Like, Tope Suicida. No, you can't even say Tope Suicida anymore. You probably just say, oh, a flippy dive from this indie flippy guy, this vanilla midget. Damn, I feel bad for the Bucks. No, I actually don't. Alright, moving on. Alright, so they're gonna be, we're starting up with the Outrunners of the Bucks right now. I would laugh my ass off. Damn, that was a good punch by Truth Magnum. Now, Turbo Floyd comes in. Is that Turbo? I think that's Turbo. Oh, they hit the old, Hogan Hillbilly Jim boot, and, freaking, one of them fell like a baby. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what happened there? Double body drop, God almighty. Oh yeah, Turbo Floyd's the one with the good looking hair. Yeah, so, little ode to 1986, really. With, Hillbilly Jim and Hogan doing a big boot. Don't go messing with the country boy, country boy, country boy. Don't go messing with the country boy, don't go country boy. Something like that. I can't believe I was on the Wrestling Album 1. Oh, why? Not a great song off that album. Not even the best album of all time. Pile Driver is and always will be the best wrestling album of all time. Change my mind. I dare you to change my mind. Why did my notes just go bye-bye? What happened here? Did it just spontaneously go bye-bye? Where are my notes? There we go. Oh, we had them. We had them and they went away. Alright, and hopefully now they come back. Nice double elbow kip up by the Bucks. That was nice. And they do the pose. Good shit. Good shit. Alright, moving on. Alright, so after Stokely talks some shit, it's like, FTO's gonna win the tournament! No, we know! We got that. Alright, then we go to the Paragon. Roddy! And, Kyle O'Reilly, they interrupt Hologram and Ishii's interview with Lexi Nair. Then, I guess the entire conglomeration comes in. I think I don't know if we saw Mark Briscoe or even Willow Nightingale, the Wrestling Fun Girl. Bam! The scene that they're all back together again. And then Hologram and Ishii kind of look at each other like, huh? Kind of do the Spider-Man. It was kind of weird. Alright, FTR and the Bang Bang Gang tomorrow night live on Collision for the final time in Chicago. Next week we'll be in Baltimore. That's where, I thought it was this week. Sorry, Otaku. I know Otaku's supposed to be going to that goddamn show. So if you see the guy, say hello. But that's all I gotta say about that. So the winner of this faces, I don't even know. Faces Belch. That's what they face. Alright, moving on. Alright, Alright, it was supposed to be Nick Wayne and AR Fox one-on-one, but now it's got changed to a tag team match. So we got Nick fucking Wayne and Kip Sabian along with Nick Wayne's hot mom at ringside taking on AR Fox's and his good buddy and Hideko of the Spanish Announce Project. I wonder what Serpentico was. Probably got beat on Ring of Honor, that's what. Decent match. Getting to the end. Slingshot drop kick in the corner such that the rolling Gilmore Casa! Bang! And somehow, I think, I forgot who kicked out. Nick Wayne kicked out of that. Wow, surprisingly. Kip Sabian comes in with a missile dropkick to Hideko, and then all four men are back in the ring, and eventually, Nick fucking Wayne hits the kill switch. Learned from his dad, Mr. Christian Cage, and hits it on Hideko to get the win in 8 minutes. Match was 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Oh, alright, go to the back with Lexi Nair. Chris Statlander, nice piece of ace, goes on a humongous rant about how Willow Nightingale hasn't thanked her for anything. What does she have to be thankful for? Anyway, and now Statlander is going to be herself because you can't stop Stat. Okay. Good promo, but what was the point? So, I you know what really gets my goat? Or, you know what gets my gears? Promos that kinda are good, but they don't make sense. When's this coming out? August 8th? Some horror movie. Oh, I think it's I Know What You Did Last Summer. The remake, the reboot. Who cares? Who cares? It's not great. I mean, it's not great, but seeing, Jennifer Love Hewitt and her voluptuous, almost 50-year-old titties. I remember she was a little cutie patootie on Kids Incorporated. Kids Incorporated! Okay. Oh, speaking of that, I forgot to mention today. I know she's gonna kill me. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Happy birthday to the late, great Tiffany Hale of the party of the Mickey Mouse Club. 40, or getting close to near my age. I think she's around my age. But, happy birthday, baby. Mwah, I love you. Coming up on her, I think it's 2 or 3 year anniversary of her passing. Because she died right around my birthday. She died pretty much on Christmas. I still remember, I wake up and I'm on Instagram and I have, Damon and Chase from the party. I do have, Dee Dee as well. I don't know why, but I don't have Albert, when that was a different name, but I have all the members of the party and some of the Mickey Mouse Club, Mylin and, Justin Timberlake and people like that. But yeah, I see on Instagram pictures of Tiffany, and I'm thinking it was her birthday. Then I go on Chase's, not that Chase, you idiots. I go on, his name is Chase, and we call him Chase. I go on Chase's Instagram, and I look into it, and lo and behold, she's dead. I'm like, how? 45, 46 years old, passes away due to a heart attack. I'm like, shit. Fucking killed my day. Celebrate my birthday, gonna celebrate Christmas, and I wake up and my sweetheart dead. Hit me as hard as when my other sweetheart, you, Daphne, Shannon, be good up there. And Shannon's birthday passed, and her anniversary's coming up on Labor Day weekend, so it's not gonna be a great day. I think it's been getting close to 4 years. I think 3 or 4 years since Daphne passed away. So, I mean, I had to cry today for Ozzy's funeral, then cry even more because it's my sweetheart Tiffany Hale's birthday, and now I have to get ready for, coming up in September, I gotta get ready for Daphne's anniversary of her death, and the wrestling cat, who passed away last September. It's almost August. We're like 11 months in now. I still think of Zuzu every once in a while. So, get this. Okay. I still have the paw prints and shit. Look at that. That's her paw print. And a little thingamajig. But, yeah. September, doesn't say what date. Oh, September the 10th, actually. No, I think it was before then. That's when I got the cremation. She got cremated September 10th, but she died like a couple of days before that. I think it was the 7th. Yeah, it had to be the 7th, because I got the cremation, I think it was a couple of days later. But in any case, September the 7th is going to be the 1-year anniversary of the wrestling cat's passing, so it's not going to be a great day. But yeah, so me and the missus gonna cry. We're gonna remember the good times we had with our cats. Yeah, and pretty much now we're all alone by ourselves. We would get another cat or dog. I'd rather get a cat because the dogs are just have to pick up all that garbage, the shit. Even if you have a little small puppy, it's just losing a pet is like losing a family member. Like we always say, so we move on. Alright, that's it. Alright, so we got that whole thing with Statlander, big goddamn whoop. Alright, Turbo Floyd with the big hot tag, kicking the Bucks' ass right now. Ooh, nice. Like a body slam, like almost like a fisherman suplex. Oh. I'm gonna get the Mega Powers elbow, brother, and I'm about to do it. Whoa! You! Ha! They did it, and then you bastard Matt Jackson. Now for that, you should fucking lose. And the whip, and do-si-do. And, alright. Turbo with a Bulldog clothesline combo. I don't know what they're going to go for total recall. Super kick by Matt. Go for another super kick. Super kick by Nick. Super kick. Party! Super kick! Shoot. Wow. Drew's like, fuck that! Ah! Double clothesline, knocking the living crap out of the Bucks, turning them 360. Let's see if they go for total recall again. My jaw! You! Mega Powers elbow, brother! Kind of not in sync, but okay, we'll go with that. 1, 2, oh! Looked like Rick Knox counted 3, and Matt and I think it was that Matt and Nick? It was Nick Jackson barely got his hand up. Barely. Alright, Matt sends Turbo Floyd to the floor. Slingshot in. Lucha Libre by Matt. Does his brother's move. Basically, Nick hits that, Springboard X Factor into the Lucha Libre. Asai Moonsault. Now the Bucks is doing the hits. Nice little, step up running, sliced bread. 2, and, no. Turbo's still in the match. Oh, no, Truth Magnum is still in the match. They have like a standing, step up, sliced bread. And then Nick hits, a knee strike or leg strike. That was it. Their good buddy Rick Knox. Inside kind of 1-2 and did you get him? Nope. They're gonna use Rick Knox again. Nuts right behind Rick Knox's back. You bastard! Do something, Rick Knox! Up! Get off my hands! Up! Push them back. Little schoolyard play. 1, 2, and no. Rick Knox is not like the Bucks. If you ever watched PWG, oops. Nick just super kicked his brother. Big tag to Turbo. About to hit Total Recall. They got it. Total Recall. Can Nick get in? 1, 2, and got him. Shit. That would have been the upset of the year. But no. As Nick makes a save. Looked like they're going for it again. But now Matt has shoot Magnum's foot, run them into each other, roll up with a handful of underwear. No! Ow! Nick sends Truth Magnum into the ring post. Balls first. Ow! Kick to the back. Oh, look like they're going for the Indie Taker. Yep, Indie Taker. Shit. 1, 2, and 3. Damn. Alright. Bucks. Hey, good match. The Bucks have never had a bad match in their career. I don't think they ever had a really, really bad match. This was a pretty good match. But the Bucks advanced to the second round in the right side of the bracket. And they will take on either the Gates of Agony or Brodito, which is Brody King and Bandito. That's going to be tomorrow night on the program. And the semifinals will be next week in Baltimore, I believe. Well, the semifinals on the right side will be in Baltimore. The finals will be a week before Forbidden Door. Wait, who's this coming out? Oh, Kata, the unified champ coming out without his belt. I thought he didn't like them anymore. Oh, I don't like you, bitch! Now he's like, yay, I'm happy with the Bucks, we're friends again. Shaking their hands. I don't get it. They're friends and then they're not, because he's hanging out with the Don Callis family now, that they're all good friends again. Oh, come on! 3-on-2 beatdown by the former Elite. I don't even know if they're still called the Elite anymore. It's just the Bucks now. Okada comes and goes. They're beating the shit out of my boy Turbo. Oh, here comes Swerve! Swerve and Prince Nana! My buddy. I talked to him earlier today. Told him his coffee's great. He loves it. Yummy! Alright, Swerve's coming out. I'm not going to do it anymore. Alright, enough about that. Alright. Swerve's about to beat Okada's ass as the Outrunners finish up taking out the Bucks. And now, oh boy. Okada's going after the Outrunners. Bing, bing! Swerve's beating the crap out of them. Oh, this is fun. I smell a 6-man tag team match probably on Collision tomorrow. I smell it. I can smell it from here. My nose is so big, I can smell myself all the way in Brazil. Okay, Owen. I am not a nugget. I'm a black heart. Damn it. Woo! Okay. Whose house? Swerve's house. He's about to go for the house call. And, the Bucks pull Okada to the floor. Setting up a 6-man tag probably tomorrow, probably next week on the program. Wait a minute, where's Swerve going? Swerve's up top! Look out! Ah! Whoa! Almost a triple Swerve stomp. Almost like a meteor almost. But Swerve takes out the Bucks and Okada. Looks in the mirror. Looks in the camera. Little winky wink. Everybody's happy. You gotta love it. So Swerve and the Outrunners get the momentum and everything. Everybody's happy. Right, Tony Baloney is there. I thought I saw Excalibur. Anyway, alright, like I said, probably a 6-man tag tomorrow or next week on the program in Baltimore. Alright, let's finish off this video. Alright, so then on Collision last week, we got Mark Briscoe with Renee Paquette in her, pretty much her dungaree blouse, looking good. Mark, you okay? You about to take a shit? He's like, and now we're gonna get buck wild on that bitch, what? Buck wild on that bitch! Oh, here comes Ricochet with the Gates of Agony. Oh boy. Aha! I think Ricochet's gonna beat him tonight. Damn boys. Damn boys. Ricochet trying to be like me when I have my glasses around my ears and they just hang. Good stuff. I'm a whole different animal than I was at Revolution. Well, Revolution was a long time ago. It was like February, March? We talked about MJF a little bit, crossed on the line last week. Yeah. Basically, he tells Ricochet, I'll see you later tonight. Alright, now we go to Taz. Well, not a happy Met fan because they got swept by the Padres today, you fuckers. And then Excalibur. Alright, moving on. Alright, so a little live look in for Dynamite. Moving on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, to finish our Collision, Ring of Honor Women's Title match, the Forever Champion Athena with my girl Billy Starks at ringside takes on Ocean Spray's girl, bam, Alex Windsor. Match was pretty damn good. If I can get my notes, there we go. Alright, good match, back and forth match, almost 12.5 minutes. We get to the end, and Athena bites the leg. We gotta bite her! They get out of a powerbomb, goes into the Koji clutch, that gets reversed into a fruit rolled up by Alex Windsor for a near fall. Then she powerbombs Athena out of the corner, almost like Megan Bayne-like. Then a face plant on the floor. Ow! Has Athena in a lot of trouble. And then she sends Billy Starks, who tried to get involved, into the ring steps. Ow! Yeah, poor Billy. You need a massage? Anyway, that distraction let Athena come right back with a running dropkick before knocking her off the barricade. Ouch. Throws her back in, goes up top, hits the O-face. 1, 2, 3. She is still the Forever Champion. I don't even know how many days. It's got to be around 1,000 plus right now. It's just another victim for Athena. And I don't know if anybody beats her at this point. I think she should just retire as the champ. Just retire. It feels like Roman when nobody could beat Roman, but like people came really close, like Sammy, like Brock, like Cena, like everybody else who tried. But then it took like the Undertaker. You know, and Cena at WrestleMania 41 last year, or this past year. No. Yeah, basically to have Cody win the belt. No, it was last year. I said 40, not 41. 40. To beat Roman at the end of Roman's almost 4-year reign as champ. 13-16. I was thinking he'd get close to Hogan, but no. Well, we'll talk about Roman later with our Raw review when we get to Raw. So yeah, speaking of that, so let me finish that. Alright, so after the match, good match, 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Athena and Billy go after Alex again, but then timeless Tony Storm runs in for the save. A big old brawl happens. Running hip attack sets up the crossfade chicken wing on Athena, but then Billy Starks made the save. Alex Windsor gets up, and then Billy and Athena get knocked to the floor. And then I think tonight on Dynamite we got that women's tag team match. It should be pretty fun. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so that ends Collision. Pretty decent show, and I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show in a comment down below, or do whatever the fuck you want. And we move on. Alright, I'm gonna go watch the rest of Collision. Rest of Dynamite. And then after Dynamite, we'll talk about NXT. And if I have some time before I go to bed, because I do gotta get up to bed early, because I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow. So I do have the day off. So we'll talk about if I don't do it tonight, I'll definitely do Dynamite tomorrow. We'll talk about Raw, and hopefully we'll get to TNA Ring of Honor for this week. And that's pretty much it. So a little bit backed up, but hopefully by Friday I'll get to my SummerSlam predictions, and then Night 1 review on Saturday night, Night 2 review Sunday night, and then we'll talk about Collision also on Friday. So I know it's going to be a lot of videos coming this week because it's a big week. Alright, so we got Excalibur and Excalibur and Taz talking about what happened last week with the Hurt Syndicate and MJF when Bobby's like, "Fuck you, Max! You're out!" So now we go to the back where Max is outside the Hurt Syndicate door, locker room, whatever you call it. Shelty, baby! Shelton comes out the locker room, probably the coat closet. So, and Max is just like kissing up to Shelton, saying, "I'm sorry what happened last week. You know, I wanted you guys to help me with the fucking my fucking title shot." Shelton says MVP's not here because he's quite frankly he's pretty pissed at you. Why not? Like, get him out of here. So, he says something about Bobby. Bobby has Max's watch. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that watch. Probably going to break it. Oh, basically Shelton said this watch is fake. Damn. So basically, Max bought his way into the Hurt Syndicate, bought them, you know, the girls, a car, they bought him watches, but it was fake watches, he throws it right in his face. So basically, Shelton gives him the thumbs down. And telling, like, kind of threatening Max as like, you're gonna be in a pool of your own piss and shit. Yep, thumbs down, you're out! Well, pretty much 2/3 of the way out. We'll see what MVP has to say. And then he just throws he's like, "Get out of here!" Sucks to be you, tiny pickle. Yeah, pretty much, you know, they got 2 more to go. MVP, and your so-called girlfriend, Alicia Atut. I don't know what she sees in you. Hey, if girls like tiny pickles, I mean, go ahead. Mine is not a tiny pickle. Mine is a big fat sausage. Rosa knows about it. We got the matriarchy coming out. Is this Christian or is this... It is Christian. Christian! Christian is back after the beatdown he got pretty much at All In from his former son. And his former, you know, bitch. You know, the woman he was fucking. You know they were fucking. Him and Nick Wayne's mom. Because, you know, Christian is what you call it? Christian isn't married anymore. He's divorced. He's been divorced. So there had to be like all that time they were together. There had to be some fucking going on between Christian and Nick Wayne's mom. And now no more. Then again, who knows what they do behind the scenes? Chicago, shut your mouths while I conduct my business. What business is that? Anyway. Alright, so that's Collision. That's my video. Thanks for watching. 6.5 out of 10 stars. I'm gonna go shut up now. I'm gonna go watch the video, the program. So, until next time, peace.